What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Team Solemn Circus live duel. Today on the left side here, we have Kashtira, Jason, operating it for a little bit now. He got second place at the regionals playing a different deck, though. He's playing Swordsoul. He didn't own any Prosperities at the time. And on the right, we have Dylan playing Swordsoul, which he did get third place at. So big shout outs to him. Playing this exact list, I do believe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe before we dive in. And let me know down in the comment section below, who do you think is going to win this match? And dive into game one here. We're going to see Swordsoul going to choose to go first or second. I'm going to choose first here, normal summoning that Mogi, activating the effect, revealing the emergence, being able to summon out that token, synchroing off quickly into that Chengying, I believe. We also see Jason putting on those life points as a veteran on the camera. We appreciate every time you do that, Jason, letting everybody know who is in the lead and when you pay those 12s for the Long Young Burns. And we're going to see them draw and search off the Chizao here, potentially going for the Blackout or the Long Young. Going out for the Long Young there, and interesting that they need to activate the emergence to search for a worm. They don't have another worm in the hand. Maybe that indicates that they have a lot of traps or spells for our opponent there. We're going to see them activate the effect, getting rid of the Ashina, summoning with that token quickly and swiftly. We're going to see them synchro away for most likely the Baron here. There's no point of using the Ashina unless you want to make your opponent think that you have the Blackout. We're going to see Jason there take the 12 quickly, setting 2 cards and entering end phase here. And Jason's going to take a quick think, maybe pretending he's on some Bestials. Going to draw for turn, and we do see the Imperm there. So you're able to trade for that Baron Flare. They're going to activate the Imperm on the Baron. They're going to activate the Blackout here. Most likely going to pay 6. We do see a Fusion. Going to see them go for 6 here. Already going for 3. Going for a Zeus as well. Interesting choice. You are going second. Maybe that's a second copy, though. Going to get hit with an Ash Blossom. Not even taking a second to think. We're going to see them summoning out the Unicorn here. Sometimes I wonder why they don't just activate the Unicorn, or summon out Unicorn, then Prosperity. We're going to see them attempt to activate the effect. Going to get hit with the Chizao. And then they're going to be seeing them summon out the Rise Heart here. They do have the Extender, but do they have one of the Blackouts? They do. They have Blackout here, targeting the Chizao here. And then we're going to chain the Heavenly Circle. We're going to search for the Taya there. Getting rid of that whole board, just leaving the Baron of Flare on the field. Do they have another? They have 2 more Unicorns. Just going to scoop it up there, going to game 2. So we see Swordsoul take it quickly here. That's something I like about a lot of these players here. They don't waste no time. If they know that their opponent that they can't outbeat their opponent, they just scoop it up real quickly. I know that shows a sign of a good player. If they just know they have no chance, and if they know their opponent's deck very well, like Jason does here, he knew that Dylan would be able to OTK next turn and not even think about it. Just scooping up instantly there. Moving on to game 2, I wonder what Swordsoul does. I mean, we see them, I think they sided out, was that a summit? I'm not too sure. Well, Kashtira is siding in a lot of cards there, it looks like. Taking out those dimension barriers. I guess not finding the worth of stopping those tennies. I think Pack at one point was doing a build of Swordsoul with D-Shifter, or I'm not too sure. Maybe that's just a fever dream. But I thought I remembered seeing that at one point, which is kind of cool. It was like Trap Swordsoul or something like that. I don't know. But moving on into game 2 here, we're going to see that Kashtira is going to choose to go first or second. Can they go for that full 5 block? We're going to see them summon out the Fenrir. Be able to activate the effect here. You're going to be able to search for a monster. You're probably going for the Rise Heart. Going for the Unicorn there. Okay. Maybe telepathing there's a Birth. We're going to see them activate the Birth. Being able to normal summon out that Unicorn. Unicorn effect's going to be able to activate here. Searching for that Theosis potentially, but they're going to have to think going for that Theosis there, okay? activating the Theosis, summoning out the Rise Heart most likely. We're going to see the summoning out the Rise Heart. Rise Heart effects going to be able to activate as well. But they're going to go for the Shangri-La here. So they are going for that big lock here. Activating the effect of Shangri-La, or not Shangri-La, of a Rise Heart. Going to be banishing most likely an Ogre. I did see Crossout in his hand, so maybe that's why he's going for the big board. Going to banish the Big Bang, okay. Then your Shangri-La is going to effectively be locking a zone. And the Arise Heart's going to be banishing 3 cards from the deck of the Swordsoul player. Then we're going to see Shangri-La is going to be summoning out the Fenrir. Or Big Bang is going to summon out the Fenrir off the Shangri-La. They're going to go for the Diabolos. And then they're going to flip up Crossout Designator, hitting that Nibiru. We did not see the Swordsoul player banish the top 3 cards from their deck off the Rise Heart, though. We're going to see the effect of 89 being activated, Diabolos, to see the extra deck. It looks like they're thinking here. Taking a second to banish those cards from the Rise Heart there. Good thing they catch that. It will make a difference. Jason, you're looking at very standard list. They're going for the Baxia there. Should be banishing it face down. And then number 89 will activate its effects, banishing 4 other cards face down and locking 2 more of those zones. We're going to see the Birth summon back out that Fenrir, then placing over into the Arise Heart here. During the standby phase, Shangri-La is going to activate its effects. And they're going to think here in draw phase, actually. We do see someone coming over here looking at the board. They're going to take a second to read the Shangri-La. This card is pretty crazy there. Maybe they have an imprint for it. But anytime a card goes to the banish zone, a Rise Heart will be able to equip it. I'm going to take a second to talk about if the Shangri-La is negated. We see 2 Nibirus in the hand of the Swordsoul player, which is kind of rough. They won't be able to use that again. Explaining that, it's not going to be able to stop the zones. And we're going to be seeing preparations being flipped up here. So Shangri-La will not be able to summon. And these zones stay, unfortunately. There are no more zones that do lock. But we're going to see the Big Bang being equipped to the Arise Heart. They're going to be able to summon out the Fenrir. And Fenrir itself outs the whole Kashtira board. Because every single time you equip with a Rise Heart, it's mandatory to do it. So you're kind of forced to. We do see the Scareclaw Kashtira in the hands here of the Kashtira player. They're going to activate the effect, banishing the Theosis. And then Theosis is going to be equipping to the Rise Heart because it's a forced activation there. And they're going to activate the Rise Heart here as well on the effect of the Scareclaw. You definitely just get rid of the Arise Heart. I don't think you care that much about your zone unless you have another normal summoner. Then maybe you just get rid of the Shangri-La. Thinking hard here on it. I don't really know what your options are. Like getting rid of the Shangri-La is like it gives you your zones back. It doesn't solve your Arise Heart problem. Getting rid of the Arise Heart doesn't solve your Shangri-La problems. As well as like preparations being able to do something. So they're going to get rid of the Arise Heart there. And also it goes face down, but preparation is going to be able to activate to add back the Fenrir. Or yeah. And then we're going to be seeing the Big Bang effect's going to activate there, summoning out the Unicorn in defense position. Taking a second to read the preparations. It is a little bit of a complicated card, I guess. And we still have the issue of the Shangri-La here. Theosis would be able to add back the Fenrir here as well, but we're going to be seeing the effect of the Fenrir going to be banishing, or going to be searching for itself. Then Unicorn's going to be able to rip the second Boxia there, and then we could activate the effect of Diabolos. We are going to activate the effect of Diabolos to banish some more cards from the deck. Looking through what they have banished. Entering the battle phase, I'm going to be attacking into. They're taking a second to read the Diabolos there. Going to attack into the Diabolos. And then it gets banished face down. We're going to see Emergence being activated here, which can be able to search for any of the ones they want, probably the Modi there. And they have not normal summoned, and they do have 2 zones. Can activate the effect, normal summon, reveal, getting out that token. And they do have their Chijiaos here. No Baxias to shuffle, but they did solve their problems of the banishing. Gonna go for that Chijiao. I think there's no other option really there. We know they have 2 Nibiru's in hand, and I see a Taya. So here they're able to draw one and then search as well. You definitely go for Blackout here, unless Blackout's banished. And in that case, well, Long Young doesn't do anything either. Like, you only have 1 zone. Maybe there's a world where you actually put Chijiao into the extra monster zone here. I feel like that's probably would have been a little bit wiser, putting in the extra monster zone so that you could Sinister if you wanted to. Going for the Long Young here. A little bit of misplay, but it's okay. I see them set a card and pass. And then I'm going to see Shangri-La during the standby phase, summoning out a Fenrir. And well, this is a pretty full board, if I do say so myself. I'm not too sure what they could do here, you know. They're going to activate the effect of Diabolos to banish. Or check how many cards in their deck and what they're going to do what they're doing here. They ask, you know, if you activate the effect, you're going to get hit with the Chijiao. But at the same time, then you have to do whatever you want to do. Like, on that back row, I mean, you are definitely bluffing that it's Blackout. Then activate the effect of Diabolos there. And they're also going to be activating the effect of, the look through the extra deck. And then we're going to see Shangri-La going to lock another zone. Then we're able to overlay here for the second second Shangri-La. And this is going to mean a lot of zone lockings. We're going to see the Big Bang going to summon out the Arise Heart. Activating the effect to definitely banish like an Ogre or something like that. Going for the Theosis to add back the Fenrir is pretty crazy too. And we're seeing 2 more. We're going to see the effects to lock another zone. You can lock 2 zones because you have the Shangri-La. Then we're going to see them place the Arise Heart there, but it's going to be pretty much game at this point. There's not much that the Swordsoul player can do here. So we're mostly going to see going into a game 2, unless that's some like crazy like Book of Eclipse, which it could possibly be, I guess. I see them activate the effect of banishing the Emergence here. And like, what do you negate? You have to negate the Diabolos. Or I guess you could do the Rise Trap. At the same time, you're going to just lose to the Diabolos then. Going to be banishing, or going to be negating the Rise Heart there. The enter battle phase, going to attack into it. They're going to activate the Blackout. They have it. Holy crap. That's crazy. Going to go for the two lock. Going for the second one there, so it has the zones back. This is a 2 zone. Yeah, it only locked. Well, it locked the zone right beside the token there that we see. And then we're going to see preparations effect can activate. Going to be able to rip from the hand. Going to be banishing, and then we're going to be able to banish another zone and attack with the Fenrir. Then we see the standby phase. Unicorn effect will summon itself out. And yeah, there's not much we can do here. I feel like that definitely the Diabolos banish most of that deck. But like, what do they have here? They have Taya. They have 2 nibs. You see the Taya being normal summoned here. They'll activate the effect banishing the Blackout. We'll summon out the token. And then we're going to see the Unicorn effect banishing it. And Blackout effect. Or, yeah. We see Unicorn just ripping stuff. Then they're just arguing over what they're going to be banishing. They're banishing the Taya there, keeping the tokens onto the field, and then locking the zones. Yeah, we definitely need some like locking zone stuff. I feel like just it's kind of complicated with tokens, using these tokens like as stuff like that. Because there's 3 zones locked. There's 1 spell and trap, and then which won't matter. But then there's 2 monster zones locked by the second Shangri-La. They're going to count the number of banished cards that they have. Trying to go for that fat Chungus Cheng Ying. But they don't have a way to get to it. They have to pitch with Long Young. Going to do some math. Doing calculations in 5s. There's like 3 sets of 5. And that it'd be at 64,000 plus 64. Okay, so it'd be at 94. Or, yeah, 94,000 from that Shenging there, which would be huge. And they do have the Sinister in hand as well, or the Long Young in hand. I don't know why I keep saying Sinister. So they would be able to attack into the Diabolos. And they've already activated the Unicorn as well as a Fenrir there. So we're going to see the summoning out of the token. Then we're going to be synchro summoning into the Chengying, attacking into it, and then that's going to be game there. So do we here see that? Do we see that Swordsoul just 2-0'd Kashtira? I think we just did. Wow. I did not expect that. I don't know why they didn't Diabolos rip the main deck, but still, it's pretty impressive that we saw Swordsoul here 2-0ing the Kashtira board. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.